Hello everyone. Moving to the next question. A jet of water of diameter 50 mm having a velocity of 20 meter per second strikes a curved vane which is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second in the direction of jet. The jet leaves the vane at an angle of 60 degree through the direction of motion of vane at outlet. Determine the force exerted by jet on the vane in the direction of motion. Second one is work done per second by the jet. So let us write down the given datas. Given. So here in the initially they have given diameter of jet is given. Diameter of jet is given as d is equal to 50 mm. So that is equal to 0.05 meter, and they have given here the velocity of jet is given, so we can write it as velocity of jet v1 is equal to 20 meter per second. So it strikes a curved plate which is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second. So velocity of plate u1 is equal to u2 is equal to, so that is given as 10 meter per second. Then it is given jet leaves the vane at an angle of 60 degree. This I will explain while drawing the velocity triangle. So we have to calculate here force exerted. You have to calculate Fx is equal to question mark, and second one is here is work done per second, not for unit weight, is equal to question mark. So let us draw the velocity triangle. So here jet is striking a curved plate which is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second in the direction of jet is given. So it is not acting tangentially, it is acting in the direction. So there is no angle is given, so it does not make any angle. So I will draw here the velocity triangle. So jet of water is striking in the direction, so it does not make any angle. So this is v1 is equal to, that is what given as 20 meter per second, and there is nothing like angle here. So this is v1 from here to here. Then the plate is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second, so we can show u1 from here to here, so that is equal to 10 meter per second. So in the previous type of problem, when it was striking making some angle, so we had velocity triangle like this. So this is v1, so this is vr1, this is vf1, this is u1, and this is vw1. So here in the question, when it does not make any angle, so v1 will lie on this line, v1 will be lying on this line, so v1 will be equal to vw1. Hope you understood. v1, it does not make any angle, so it is in the horizontal direction itself, so v1 will be equal to vw1. So that is what I have written, and this will be u1, so that is I have already written, and here no vf1, vf1 will be equal to 0, and vr1 will be also on the horizontal line. So from u1 till here it will be vr1. Hope you understood. When the jet strikes in the direction of jet without making any angle, so this will be v1 is equal to vw1, this is u1, and this VR1 will be lying on this horizontal line, so this will be VR1. So I will now draw the velocity angle at the outlet. So this will be as usual, relative velocity will be in the same direction itself, and this Vf2 will be also on the same direction itself. So Vf2 will come here, so this is VR2 and this is Vf2. So now let us see how the jet leaves in the outlet triangle. So here jet leaves a vane at an angle of 60 degree through the direction of motion of vane at outlet. So when it is given 60 degree, the velocity triangle will shift towards, that is V2 will be shifting towards this direction. So V2 will be shifting, this will be 60 degree and this line will be V2, and from here till here it will be U2. So that is always the line joining from VR2 to V2, so that will be U2, and Vf2 to V2, so that will be VW2. So this is how we will get the velocity triangle. So why the 60 degrees in the direction of jet, V2 makes an angle of, so jet is moving in this direction, V2 makes an angle of 60 degrees. So that is why the V2 shifted towards the right side of Vf2. So in the problem we have solved in the last two videos back, so this angle was 120 degree. So if this angle is 120 degree, so then V2 will be towards the left side of the Vf2, because so this will be the angle here, 120 means. So we should identify the difference when the different angles are given. So since it is 60 degree, V2 will be towards the right side of the Vf2. So whenever the angle less than the 90 degree is given, so it will be towards the right side. When the angle greater than 90, it will be towards the left side of the Vf2. So this is how we will get the velocity triangle at the outlet. So we have to solve here. So here in the question, V1 is equal to, it is given. So in the question, V1 is equal to Vw1 is equal to 20 meter per second. U1 is equal to 10 meter per second is given. So therefore VR1 is equal to V1 minus U1. So V1 is 20, U1 is equal to 10. So we will get VR1 is equal to 10 meter per second. So the given plate is assumed to be smooth. So we will assume VR1 is equal to VR2 is equal to 10 meter per second. So there is nothing to calculate in the inlet part. So we have calculated V1 is equal to Vw1 and VR1 we have already calculated. So in the outlet triangle, so we should apply the sine rule to the triangle. So I will name the triangle as P Q R S. So applying the sine rule to the triangle P Q R, so if we apply sine rule to the triangle, so here VR2 is known, so VR2 sine of this angle will get the thing, so that is VR2 divided by sine of opposite side is opposite angle is 60, so VR2 divided by sine 60 is equal to, and one more thing known is here u2. So u2 divided by sine of angle PQR. So that is u2 divided by sine of PQR. So that is nothing but this will be beta 2. So 180 minus 60 minus beta 2, sine of 180 minus 60 minus beta 2. Here now we will substitute this values. VR2 is equal to 10 divided by sine 60 is equal to u2 is 10 divided by sine of 120 minus beta 2. So you have to solve here. What is the value? We'll get beta 2 is equal to 60 degree. So in this triangle now we know what is beta 2. So we can calculate now VW2 very easily. So I will apply cos beta to the triangle PQ. Yes, so applying cos there, so that is cos of beta 2 will be equal to, adjacent side is, so this one PS is adjacent side, that is u2 minus VW2, u2 minus VW2, and hypotenuse is VR2, VR2. So that is u2 sine cos of 60 degree is equal to u2 is 10, VW2 we need to calculate it, and VR2 is also 10. So we should calculate what is VW2. So VW2 is equal to 5 meter per second. So now we know what is VW1 and VW2. Can calculate force exerted. Force exerted by jet. So that is Fx is equal to rho into A into VR1 into VW1. Here it is minus. The reason why it is minus is, so here you can see V2 is towards the right side, so that is will be, since this is minus, so towards the right side of the VF2, so you should put here minus. So that is VW1 minus VW2 in, so this is force. So here rho is 1000, area is pi by 4 into diameter is given as 50 mm into VR1 we have calculated and we got it as 10, VW1 answer is 20 minus VW2 is 5. So if you solve this you will get Fx is equal to 294.52 Newton. So this is what is force exerted. So second thing you have to calculate is work done per second, it is given. So work is equal to Fx into U. So we can substitute directly. Fx is 294.52 into U is 10. So that is 294.5.2 Newton meter per second, or we can write it also or watt.